What's up, guys? Sneaky Cat Goblin back with another video on this Monday. Happy Monday. And today I kind of wanted to talk about, let's see, I wanted to talk about how Clash of Clans has kind of forced everyone's hands into rushing. And what do I mean by that? For me, what I'm seeing is Clash of Clans is really starting to force people's hands to get to the end game. I think that, it is almost impossible, and I buy the pass quite a bit on my main account. And so if we go to the main account, also look at this ASMR right here with the loot, maxed out loot, maxed out loot, maxed out loot. I wish I had like 1,000 gems. That'd be perfect. But I really believe that even though I was able to pretty much catch up at Town Hall, once 16 came out, I was about a 14 and a half, I'd say. And so I was able to pretty much max my 16 right before 17 came out. I wasn't able to supercharge anything, but that I don't really consider that max, considering those levels will go away. Now, the issue that I have with this is the time apart to town halls is just, I came back to the game in 2022 when 14 was the highest town hall at the time. Late, was it 2022? Yeah, it was early 2022. And Town Hall 15 was about ready to be released. And it'd been a couple years, I think, in between when 14 and 15 was then released. And so, 15 was fine. I was 12 at the time, so I was making my way up. But honestly, I was getting to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to go so quickly and I am so far behind. And, over time it's gotten easier. The time reductions have been pretty awesome, and they've been significant. The amount of days that have been deducted out of some of the higher town halls has been awesome. But I would say, to a certain extent, it is tiresome to because they are making it so much sooner on each town hall. I mean, it was 1 year pretty much, 15 to 16. And then it was only 11 months from 16 to 17. So we're just pumping them out. And it's like, even though there are time reductions, if you get to the end game, like I've gotten to the end game in, one of my accounts, it still is a ton of time if you don't get the pass to upgrade the latest buildings. So you're essentially getting the brunt of it if you're not if you're not catching up. Catching up, that's why rushing has been a great experience, because rushing with my second base, I've just been able to take advantage of the fact that eventually over time things just continue to get reduced. And so I'm slowly catching up and taking advantage, whereas my main base is just getting the brunt of it, because I just go to the newest town hall, and I have the max amount of time for upgrades, and those won't ever reset. They'll find a Goldilocks period, and I think they've gotten close to that, to where it's never going to get reduced more than, call it 15 days for an upgrade. That's never going to get reduced to 12 for the newest town hall, because, it used to be 21. So I'm glad it got reduced. When it was Town Hall 14, it used to be stupid how long some of those upgrades would take. And then they finally reduced them, which was good. But eventually it's like, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of this. Like, something needs to change here, because and that was a sick town hall snag, by the way. Something needs to change here, because, I am not, I'm not going to spend 3 weeks. And so they responded to that. And yes, it's been reduced, but It's also like, okay, well, now that it's been reduced, that's great, but it's still 15 days. I still have to deal with 15-day upgrades to maxed. And, it's just like 10 damage per second. And then you got to do the supercharge stuff, which is even more of a slap in the face because then I'm not even going to get to reap the benefits of it. It's smart. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant business move. I applaud what they're doing, but I find it stupid. As a player that, like, I'm going to invest a million, 100 million, and I get nothing out of it because as soon as the new town hall comes out or the new upgrade for that given town hall comes out, then I'm just, back down to unsupercharged, and you just wasted all those funds. So yeah, I find that stupid. I find that extremely dumb. So that's one of the things that bothers me about these new updates. And honestly, it's like the end game is so much more fun. It really is. Like, I don't really enjoy being at Town Hall 12 or 13 anymore because I don't get the maxed heroes that pack a huge punch. And the reality is, if you're going to level up quicker in CWL, which is the most important game mode in Clash to level up proficiently, you got to do endgame stuff. You gotta be leveling up as fast as possible so you can compete. Because we're in Masters 3, we found out in the hard way, like Crystal 1, it's like, oh, this is a breeze. We ran through everybody. And then we get to Masters 3 and we're like, my God, there's so many Town Hall 17s, it's absolutely ridiculous. They're everywhere. And 16s. It was all 17s and 16s. So it forces my hand to be like, okay, I got to upgrade. I got to not only upgrade myself, like my second base and my first base, but I got to get people that are willing to upgrade to 17 and max up. So, I have to release a news where like a lot of people are trying to join the clan and they're Town Hall 17 or 13. It's like, I can't take that. I need people that are maxed, so I have to start turning people away, and that's not fun. And so I think the end game is obviously where it's at. You get the new stuff. The new stuff is typically overpowered, and so you want to get it. You want to get there, and honestly, it's the way to go. Rushing is the way to go. I don't care what people say. Like, you save so much time if you're just starting out. You save so much time. You're able to, catch up fairly decent. The hero potions make hero upgrading irrelevant, even though we spent tons of Dark Elixir back in the day. Tons of Dark Elixir, and that's all changed. And honestly, you get a couple things in your laboratory up. You can use the power potion as well. But as long as you have the army set in place, it's like, why do you even need the power potion as well? So, and then on equipment, as long as you do the events, this is my rush base, and I don't use the minion prints, so I haven't bothered with any of the upgrades. But, the electro boots are baller, absolutely baller, and one of the best pieces of epic equipment I think they've released in a while. But look at all the other equipments. I've got maxed gauntlet, rage vial. Yes, the EQ boots are good. I don't have the spiky ball, but still solid equipment. I have my Queen's Giant Arrow. Almost got the healer puff it up. Warden maxed Eternal Tome Rage Vial and Hog Rider Puppet and Electro Boots. So, I do think it's the way to go, but I really think Clash of Clans is forcing people's hands. So what do you guys think on that? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please like a commenta and subscribe. And peace.